This is Andrew.
I always park in disabled bay.
I'm too smart to read.
I will not administer CPR unless you're a hot female.
He's essentially the 2023 version of 2017 Ty Lopez.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here.
One thing about Andrew is that he loves to flex. He is one of the, if not the biggest flexer on Instagram and on social media that I have seen thus far. On social media, his life looks like a dream to most of us, showcasing guns, models, yachts, money, models. And luckily for us normal people, recently Andrew has come out with a blueprint of sorts in the form of a $49.99 per month course that promises to teach you one of 8 ways for you to be able to reach financial freedom and break out of the matrix being and referring to the physical state of being a brokey.
You are a brokey.
Now, while the promises sound great, I know what everybody's thinking.
Does the course live up to the hype?
Today, I'm gonna find out for the both of us. I handed over my financial details and we got access, baby. According to the non-disclosure agreement I signed at the very beginning at gunpoint, I'm not allowed to really discuss anything visually with you guys that's contained within the course. The other thing is that I definitely don't want a 50-man bald army showing up to my door in the middle of the night equipped with nunchucks threatening me over sharing the private details of this course, so I'm not gonna do that. The purpose of this video was not to pirate the course for you guys. It was actually to review its functionality and practicality and also test its real world usefulness. But I can't assault you verbally with knowledge, so that's what we're gonna do. At the very beginning, you take a course. It's like AI generated or something like that. So based on your responses and how much money you have available, they place you into a course. The one that corresponded with me is the dropshipping course. You can manually enroll yourself into some other courses, but I just let the AI do what the AI does best. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the dropshipping course. Dropshipping in essence works like this. You find a product that you really like, you find a supplier that supplies that product for a really cheap price, you build a website around that product, you make an ad, you put it on Facebook, Pornhub, TikTok, wherever. Customer sees the ad that you made around the product that the supplier has, you collect all the payments, you make sure that the supplier gets paid, and the supplier makes sure that the customer gets their product. It's basically a full-way circle jerk and you're the middleman. I didn't think that I had to say this, but just in case there's some smooth brains out there, the way that we're going to be making money is obviously that on the website that you built, you know, since you are the middleman and you're the one collecting all the payments, obviously the price that's going to be on your website is going to be higher than the price that you're going to be paying out to the supplier. That's the whole point in doing this. You really think that we're going to be paying them exactly what it's worth? No, man, we're out here for capitalism, baby. So my first day of receiving the course, there was actually a lot of digesting of information done. So the first day I pretty much just spent the entire day watching videos on exactly what to do. And then on day 2, I spent a lot of time implementing a lot of what they taught me, starting with finding a product that fits their criteria. This is the product that I chose. Now, the reason that I chose it is because there's a really annoying thing that happens at the end of the night and you're doing your face routine. These things right here solve the issue of water running down your arms and elbows while you wash your face at the end of the night. I spent the entirety of day 2 also setting up the website once I did find that product. And then later on towards the end of the night, I also found a little bit of time to also set up an ad account with TikTok. However, all I did was set up the account. I didn't have a chance to actually load up any accounts as I didn't even make the ad yet. So to recap, on day 2, we set up the ad account, found the product, and set up the store. On day 3, I set up the TikTok account, loaded up some ads, both organic and paid, and also created the ad copies on the TikTok ads manager according to the instructions that they gave me within the course, and we let it run overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't take any screenshots of the 3rd day, but just know that we had about 5,000 views on all 4 ads that we uploaded. This is actually one of them right here. By the time I checked before going to bed, I believe I spent $50. We got about 5,000 views on each of the 4 ads. However, we had a whopping total of purchases. Day 4 didn't really go too much better. I stopped one of the 4 ads, so now we're only running 3 ads, but my ad spend right now has been upped, and I think right now we are $152 in, and we are still at a whopping 0 sales. I did notice that our first website originally looked like butt crack, so I went ahead and I redid it, and I'm hoping that that's the issue, but time will tell. It's only the 4th day, so we don't really know. Alright, we're now sitting on day 5. So 3rd day of ads, and we are $235 in. And we got a whopping total of 0 sales, baby. Considering all that we spent for this video, I think we're calling it quits here. But before we get to the end and recap the numbers, let's go ahead and have a quick second where I can share some thoughts. So obviously I did want this challenge to go well, so I did do some thinking, right? The first thing I thought was, okay, the ads are pulling in people to the site, but no one is making purchases. So I made a practice order to make sure that everything was working. I was able to successfully check out, so it wasn't that. Secondly, the other thing that I thought it could have been was that my website didn't seem very credible, so I did some tweaks, and I know for a fact after showing it to my girlfriend and it being approved by her that it was a trustworthy looking site, enough to the point where I don't think that we'd be losing out purchases because the site wasn't good. Then the third thing that came to mind was potentially maybe people didn't like the ads, but I quickly struck that reason out because 163 clicks or 163 visits to the website, if the ads weren't compelling enough for people to click, there wouldn't have been any visits to the site. I did do some thinking that maybe it was the price. Originally I did have it up for $15.99, so I did drop the price to $9.99, and once I did so, I tracked the visits that came after, which were about 60 visits more than the ones that I had at the time before I did the price change, and nobody still bought anything. So I will say that I am kind of stumped as to why I didn't get a single sale. I feel like the price was right, the website was nice, the product itself is also really nice, like it solves a real world issue, and I don't see how it wouldn't be useful to at least one person out of the 163 people that viewed the website and the thousands upon thousands that watched the ads. Maybe why I didn't make as many sales, or well, any sales really, is that it is a product that you can find on Amazon, which offers 2-day shipping and is really reliable and offers, you know, free and fast refunds. So maybe I lost the business to Amazon, maybe a quick search to Amazon for a wrist towel, and they were like, oh, why am I gonna buy it off of this sketchy looking site that I found on TikTok when I can just buy it on Amazon, get it in 2 days? I really don't know, but we didn't make any money. Now for the numbers. Day one, even when we were just researching, right off the bat, we were down $50 for the course. I spent an additional $1 for the Shopify 3-month subscription. And then I spent $15 on the Shopify domain and a whopping $234.59 on TikTok ads by the time of the ending of this video. They did have a really nice promotion though, where you spend $100 and you get $100 in ad spend. So I think I only spent $134.59, but until they send me the final invoice, I won't really know. So we'll just rounded to the 234. And since our sales resulted in a whopping 0, we're pretty much negative all the way across the board. However, I am actually really happy with the course because although I wasn't successful financially this go around, maybe I just had a bad product, maybe I had some bad ad copies. There's a lot of places where maybe I can improve. And the great thing about dropshipping is that since I don't have any inventory, besides the ad spend, besides my time, and besides the $300 or so that I spent on this attempt, I can pretty much just clean the slate, create a new TikTok account, find a better product, make some better ads, use this experience to better myself in all aspects of this business, and try again with another product and hopefully make some money that time. The other really neat thing about the course is that it did teach me a lot. A lot of what the course taught me wasn't really groundbreaking stuff, but it was enough to get me started. And I mean, that's technically what the professor's there for. I never used the DM feature that's on the course, but I'm pretty sure if I were to have sent some of these analytics and maybe some questions to the professor on the course, I'm pretty sure maybe I would have found a little bit more success. The other thing that's really important for you guys to remember is that there's actually 8 total courses. So even though this dropshipping thing didn't work out, my $50 didn't go completely to waste. I could always just try one of the other 8 courses. And that is one of the better things about Andrew's program. Before we wrap up the video, I do want to say that this is a great beginner course for those of us that are looking for a great way to just start making money online. Maybe it's not the most advanced, maybe it's not the most well-polished course, but it's only $50 and it really does put you on the right track to making money online. I mean, 8 different avenues for wealth, $50 price tag for a full month, 24/7 support through the group chat channels. Honestly, I think that there's a lot of intrinsic value. And I mean, just think about all the things that you spend $50 on the daily that does nothing for you, like the strip club, for example. So my main point here is that $50 for a wealth of knowledge is not a lot to spend. Don't just take my word for it though. Feel free to try out the course or read some other reviews on the internet or on YouTube and see before you purchase. But personally, I think that the $50 that I spent on the course and the $300 that I spent or so on this attempt, I feel like it was worth it. At the end of the day, all it did was sharpen my skills, sharpen my understanding of this space, and I've got 7 other ways that I can try to make money online, or now I have this go around that I can build upon on a second attempt. Anyways guys, if you did enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like, comment, rating, subscription, or maybe even your pants. Peace!